Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Vic goes play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Vic. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 strikes, 19 strikes.
On play action, Vic. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Alert! Alert!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
First carry for the Hall of Famer, Emmitt Smith. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the 1st.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Cunningham looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now, Vick. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Off the play fake, Vick. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Michael Vick. That's complete to Calvin Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and
1. Again, it's Vick.
And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Odell Beckham, 41 yards.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Vic now. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's got some room to operate. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Henry.
Here we go.
Cunningham. It's Moss complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun here. It's Cunningham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. That throw by Vic, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that,
Vic in trouble, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This will be the final play of the half. Vic. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. He finds his target, Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Again, it's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Cunningham to throw. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break.
You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold him. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Vick operating on first down. His throw incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. On third, here's an option play right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're in the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
On first and 10, Cunningham. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors, 17.
Here's Cunningham. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So here's Vic following the interception. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's the option.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Henry out of the pistol. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away from the 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Vic. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now Cunningham. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now Cunningham. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And the Steelers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. Fielded right around the 8. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to?
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here, field goal or a touchdown now. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Gay's kick is good. And the Steelers have won the game.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And